document what people's immunization data looks like. And oh yeah, some people with organic acids who are immunized may not always respond to the immunization, so that's actually helpful. Medication data, interim health history, dietary data, physical exam at every visit, and review of systems at every visit, which is every 6 months. So the NORD project, so I mentioned the National Organization of Rare Disease. It is doing a joint project with the FDA, because the FDA wants to use our registries to help us get drugs, and the NIH. The data is actually housed at NORD in their database in Switzerland. Common data elements of natural history and specific disease elements across multiple disorders. So as one of the NORD family groups, they actually have a commonality with us and say a different rare disease. Entry by patients and families, eventually by medical professionals, all by the web, so I can sit at my desk at home or you can sit at your desk at home. The data ownership is OAA. That who owns the data. It's not NORD, it's not FDA, it's not NIH, it's OAA. So we own the data. We can make a decision on what to do with the data. It can be partnered, and there's a legacy option if an organization fails. It's a common IRB, so those who logged in have noticed that the IRB is a common IRB. It goes across. I at Children's National do not need to get it okay by my IRB. It's a national IRB. It's in the pilot phase with 5 rare disease groups, and we're now it, and it costs a lot less than a lot of typical rare disease registries. So currently, as of June 2nd, because that's the last time we did a data poll, we have 86 people consented. 37 of them have not started. I'm not going to ask why.
I'm going to ask you when you're done.
I'm not going to ask why. 49 has started and 44 have completed and 1 has updated. This has been going for not quite a year, but pretty close to 1. So this is my begging opportunity. Please go on the OAA website and at your freedom, fill out the registries and the consent stuff. That would be really helpful. As I said, a number have consented, but a number have not even gone in and started to do the questions. Kathy, how long did it take you to do it, all the way front to back?
It's probably a good hour. I mean, you might have to go research and find some information, you know.
This is why for some of the adults I'm like, you might want to ask your parents for some stuff because they may not remember, because there's like that birth history thing, you know, developmental things.
That's why you start it and you don't finish it, because you gotta go, I gotta go find this information and put it in here.
Yeah. So it's a good hour the first time. It's much better when you, and I won't point out who's updated. It's much better. It's much better when you go and do the update. I'm not going to highlight that, but please, 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 so that those guidelines that I just presented, we can actually do some of those guidelines. And one of the advantages you guys have, and we all have, I guess, is that we have a broad realm of organic acidopathies. We aren't restricted by a series of particular disorders. And so that really helps us, because some of those places I didn't give you guidelines for, because there's not enough people in a particular place to be able to write guidelines. So we have an advantage that others don't. Okay, industry is interested, as many of you know. And what needs to occur to make this registry useful to us all? How do we use it to improve care is we need people to participate. All right, I promised some resources. So New England, the New England Consortium has some acute stuff. The covalent C and D recommendations are all on the EHOD website. And then the GA, IDA, MA, PA guidelines, you can download it. You can always look in gene reviews. This is where your docs look. And then genetics home reference, which is put out by NIH, which is written by a lot of us. And questions? Thank you. If you have any questions, get a hold of me. I'd be happy to answer them. And then I want to acknowledge all the people that made this possible.